Shalom. First, want to give all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, and peace and blessings to the brothers all over the world, GMS pushing this truth and sincerity. But we're going to get into it with a sit down here. Got the brother from the GMS Louisiana BR account, Baton Rouge, for ones who don't know. And, we're just going to get into it. When the Lord, to shorten these days, we hasten the day for His coming, that we ready to get out this bitch. We tired of dealing with these bullshit laws, this unjust ruler, and just all manner of wickedness. We just fed up with the shit. But we're going to get to 2 Peter 3 and 12.
All right, 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements melt with fervent heat.
So yeah, we looking for the Most High to come back, or the Son Yahweh Shah to come back and set this bitch on fire with those nuclear CBM missiles, we just tired of having to get up, deal with these bullshit jobs. We got to go beg the so-called white man for a job, do his dumbass interviews and all this kind of stuff. And then on top of that, if you ain't doing that, you got to be some kind of Freemason or some shit, get some connection. We just tired of the bullshit, the wickedness, and dealing with these homosexuals, having to look at them.
Like, even when you talk about going to a job, you got to come and bow down before them and humble yourself as a servant with all humility to get a fucking job. Like an interview, you got to go put on your Sunday's best, get a tie, get clean shaven, have a resume, come in there, and you coming in there to get up under a position, getting a position of servitude to the Hebrew Edomites, man. Probably don't have enough room.
Probably not. Which way? I think it's still going though. And like the brother said, you got to shave your face and shit. I turned down a few jobs myself where they wanted me to shave my beard. So, but that's how it is. Edomites, so-called white man, he wants you to have that smooth booty face. He wants you like a little girl, pretty much.
And if you don't want this kingdom to end where you don't have to be emasculated and get up under this basis of men, I mean, you're not in the right spirit. You're a part of the problem, and you're gonna get destroyed when America's destroyed, man. We ready to get up out this bitch ASAP, Rocky.
Yeah, we was ready. Well, the brothers before me, I know they been ready, and I ain't been in that long. I've been ready since the day I got in. So
And how much more of the elders of Great Millstone who've been doing this thing 30 years, man, 30 years plus. You got another precept for me, brother?
13.
You want to go down to 13? All right, verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Yeah, that's what we want. We want righteousness on this earth. We tired of seeing our people, like we ran into the gas station, one of the, what you niggas like to call queens, and now she lesbians, We tired of seeing that, and we tired of, like I'm saying, these bullshit decrees that the so-called white man doing. We want righteousness on the earth. We tired of going, fucking seeing bacon on everything, and then we got to go sit down in the restaurant. We got to always ask, well, do you got this in it? Do you got that in it? It just burns you out. And we just looking for something different. It's time to turn the page now. You got something to add on.
Where it says, like what the brother just said, a new heavens, a new earth. That new earth is a new dominion, a new infrastructure. All right, like the brother say, where dwelleth righteousness, where you could breathe clean air, drink clean water. You don't have to look at it like the brother said, a homosexual ride by. If you see a homosexual in the new heavens and the new earth, you can put him to death. All right, with no trial, no jury, man. Okay, we want to deal with women that haven't been tainted by other men. Okay.
Man.
Well, it's just we just want to live in the way the Most High created this place to be, in the Garden of Eden, man. We want to get back to Eden, back into that estate where we could behold Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in His tabernacle, man.
And in the past, previous captivities, I mean, we already know how it is, how the heathen to rule. We want to know how Israel to rule, We ready for that new beginning.
That's right,
You
brother.
know, we just burned out on the bullshit.
Con. You got some more? You want me to bring out some? So.
Oh, you can bring that. I got this other one.
All right. This is Sirach 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to Yahweh Shema Shai, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of Yahweh Shema Shai come forth, and the security thou shalt, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of righteousness.
So yeah, don't make no tarry to turn to the Lord, because you know you might think you got all the time in the world. You might say, hey, today, you know, I'm just gonna watch these couple of videos, and maybe next week I get around to the camp. No, the Most High can take your life today. You know, hell, the next 10 minutes ain't promised to us, and you thinking about next week or next month. That's proud as hell. You know. You know, you on the Most High's time. You ain't got no time schedule. You know.
Got your piece up, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to do it with urgency.
You got to come when you hear this, and that spark hits you. The Most High gave it to you. You got to come running to a camp. You know, you got to fucking be calling. You know, trying to blow our brother phone up once you do get the number. You know, this ain't for them. This ain't for us. This for you. You know, we all trying to get on that chariot to get out this bitch.
This is Hebrews 4 and 16. Let us therefore come boldly into the throne of grace, that we might obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need.
So yeah, we want to come running to the Most High, you know, because when you about to drop this hell, which is known as Jacob's trouble, you gonna need the Most High on your side.
That's your time of need.
Man, and Yahweh Shai, without them, you ain't gonna make it through this hell that's coming. I mean, it's gonna be some shit that the prophets saw in the visions that it had them shook.
That's right.
Who was it, brother? Was it Edris?
War is me. War is me. I get that.
Gun, you know, so it's gonna be some shit in the movies that these like Steven, you know, Spielberg and all them motherfuckers. You think they had some kind of movie and you was scared to death. You ain't seen shit when you saw the Most High orchestrate something that's coming up. You know, it's gonna be, you can't even put it to words how it's gonna be. It's just gonna be some horrible, terrible times.
Now this brother Ezra saw what we were talking about. The Most High saw fit to let him look down in the thousands of years into the future. And this is what he said when he saw all this hell that we were talking about. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 17. He said, you know what? I'm going to start at 15. The fire is kindled. It shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot by a mighty archer return not backward, even so the plagues that shall be set upon the earth shall not return again. And Ezra said, woe is me, who would deliver me in those days?
So that's, you know, man, the Lord, you know, they had really had that good connection with the Most High. You know, it was a good pipeline, and they were scared as fuck. You know, just imagine us, you know, in order to see something like that. So can you imagine what destruction?
And this is what the brother saw. He saw men getting raped to death, women getting raped to death. He saw people getting beheaded. He saw people dying from great plagues and pestilences, Ebola and the bubonic plague, and people dying in the millions. He saw stadiums full of 100,000 people getting blown up. He saw drones flying over your hood. We're not talking about Afghanistan or Yemen. Your hood near you dropping napalm, leveling neighborhoods.
I mean, like what them devils say, pure carnage, huh?
Pure blood, guts, and octane.
God, I mean, if he was that shook, we can't even wrap our mind how it's gonna be. You know, like when them nukes get set off, you know, it just.
That's the end. That's the cleanup. That's the cleanup, man.
That's,
like you have all the motherfuckers killing and doing all manner of wickedness, killing in every which way. And the missiles is just the cleanup man. The cleanup man just makes sure the job is done. No one's alive. And
your grace period is done.
Done.
When they hit that button, that's it. You know. I'm gonna bring out this one piece about it. It's Psalm 34 and 15. The eyes of the Lord upon the righteous, and his ears are upon unto their cry. So,
All right, so the righteous seeking Yahweh Shem Shah why he may be found. All right, right now he may be found. Right now you go on the internet, you can look at for the break. Look, you can find the breakdowns. You can find the prophets on the corners week in and week out. All right, the Most High just got His spirit heavy on the earth. All right, now when shit hits the fan, He's not going to be able to be found. Because this is the doctrine of life. If you don't have this doctrine, the spiritual mark, Tav, in Ezekiel the 9th chapter, I mean, you could call, say Yahweh Shah all you want. He won't hear you. You got it, brother.
Yeah, and then add on to that. Yeah, if you're not crying to get out of here, I mean, you need to look at yourself in the mirror. I mean, you still talking about, oh, not yet, let me get that good job, and then I'll wait for the you know. No, you need to be sighing and crying to get out this bitch today. You know, we ready to get, you know, for the Most High, get that ball rolling.
Because shit could literally happen. Like, really? We just waiting on the Most High. All of the legislation is passed, and the pieces on the chessboard are moved to where everything, the chips basically here. Mm-hmm. All right? The legislation to implement martial law and to put us in a totalitarian society governed by draconian laws, that legislation is here. All right, they have mobilized their the military has mobilized their army in every city and state to cut off the cities. Mm-hmm. All right, the Army Corps of Engineers, they've been moving. Brothers been getting it on videos. They bringing in MRAPs and tanks and shit. So they are mobilized. They're ready to cut off the cities and shut down the cities. We just waiting. We one terrorist attack from all hell breaking loose. One false flag. That's it.
That's it. And when that one false flag is, like I said, it's gonna be right for the picking. I mean, and after that, everybody just gonna fall in line. Because right now, they can do that terrorist attack, and then hell, what, a week or two, they can have the damn economy collapse.
Oh, that's
so that shit can just snowball.
Hey, that's what's gonna happen, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gonna happen right behind each other. Then you don't cut out Yahweh. You're gonna have tsunamis, earthquakes, floods. That's gonna this shit is gonna happen together. Mm-hmm. Don't leave out Yahweh. Mm-hmm. All right, he's putting it in the hearts of men to do their thing, but then he gonna have natural disasters fucking motherfuckers up, man.
And that's what our people, you know, they sit back and thinking, oh, America gonna bounce back like it always do. But you just don't know. This is America last go round right here, you know?
The last hoorah.
And you can sit here and have put your MAGA caps and all this kind of shit. You know, I see Jake in the back of the crowd when Trump go speak and shit. You know, still believing in Babylon, but just don't know the so-called white man. He done lost his grip now. You know, his hand's slippery. He barely hanging on. And like you're saying, we just waiting on Yahweh. Fucking just go and put a plug on him.
That's right, brother.
Man. Let's see, I guess we could do the second address 15 and 8 then.
Gotcha. Second Ezra chapter 15 verse 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither would I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
God, and you know, the Most High, how he's not holding his tongue no more by saying, you know, the man highways and byways you see out there, warning your ass, telling you need to get with it. And like the brother brought before, you know, make no terror to turn to the Lord. I mean, that just ain't just to be saying some shit. That's for real. And you know, it says the souls of the just cry continually. I mean, we crying every time we talk to a brother, you know. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm ready to get out this bitch. We done with Babylon, you know. And we just tired of wickedness, pretty much in a nutshell, you know. Like I keep going on about the homosexuals, you know, the women whores and shit like that. And you know, the food defile, the air defile, the land defile. I mean, it just goes on and on and on, and it's sickening pretty much. And we need Yahweh. You know, we need his righteousness on the earth, because we ready to take this kingdom and have it forever and ever, like the scriptures say, you know. If you got something to add, I'm
all right, yeah. I'm going to just bring on one more piece up and kill it.
Okay.
Songs.
And we ready to have unlimited everything, you know. We tired of having to count, you know, we try to make ends meet, like they say. know, and Jake always like to say, you know, he balling and shit like this, but I mean, you really balling. Why is that a devil on your money? You know, you niggas ain't really balling.
Man, you're not balling because look, those corporate bankers, the elites, the real rich, the ones that really are balling. If you're dealing with money, Federal Reserve notes, they won't talk to you.
Right.
The only way they're going to talk to you, you have to be dealing with tons of gold, and cattle, and land, and oil. And like in this day and time, it's all about gold and oil. All right. If you don't have gold or oil, those elites not worried about a nigga that got 60 mil in the bank. You're a peasant to him.
Man.
He won't talk to you. That's why he talked to the kings of the earth. He do business and commerce with the kings of the earth. Even the little smaller countries like Iran is not small, but like Iran, Saudi Arabia, the Philippines. If they don't have a lot of Libya, if they don't have a lot of gold, they got a lot of oil. So the elites will do business with them. You see what I'm saying? But a nigga that talking about he done got it out the mud and worked by the sweat of his brow and he, like Michael Jordan probably done acquired $1 billion. You just got Federal Reserve notes. You don't have gold. You don't have oil. You don't have land. You don't have slaves.
Exactly.
You don't know what dominion is and true riches is, man. True riches is gold, man, and land. Hold on. I hate this swerve from the...
And you know the spirit move, like, you know, man, the spirit constantly move. You know, but Mike, he got all his money with the help of the so-called white man, though. So, you know, he really wasn't no king per se. If he didn't play the game with the devils wanting to play, he wouldn't have got all that shit, like the gift they gave his ass, you know?
I'm looking for that scripture, but
when we get to the kingdom, we ain't gonna have, you know, we ain't gonna need no heathens for no handouts. We ain't gonna need them for shit, but work. Get your ass to work, building them palaces, you know? Yeah, what? Yeah. You know, start laying them bricks down for them, the streets of gold, you know?
That's right, all right.
That's the only thing y'all gonna be doing.
You know what, I can't find it, all right? I'm gonna just leave out this precept I had. This is Psalm 70, verse 5. I am the poor and needy. Make haste unto me. That's what you're supposed to be crying out to Yahweh Shema Shai. To hurry up. Make haste unto us. Deliver us. Get us out of this fucking hell. We're in a flame right now, man. We're under our arch enemy's rulership, and he has dominion over us. So all you can do is call out to Yahweh Shema Shai, man. And you're supposed to be doing that with urgency. Oh Yahweh, thou art my help and my deliverer. Oh Yahweh, make no tarrying. See, that you got to be in a spirit of urgency dealing with Yahweh Shema Shai. All right, he say be what that scripture is. Don't be fervent in spirit, not slothful in business, man. You got to have a spirit of fervency, a red hot chili pepper. That's how the Most High liken his men of the Lord. He wants you red hot, man. You know. And if you're not in that spirit, you're going off, man. And you're part of the problem. You got it. You can take us out, all right.
But you know, we're just trying to deliver this message, you know, to the true and sincere brothers that's listening to the videos out there. You know, we don't care about these scoffers and these scorners and the gainsayers and all that shit, you know. But you know, if this video or other videos, you know, you watch from the other brothers, hey, if it's got an interest to you, spark a flame to you, the Most High put it in you. I mean, hey, you can't fucking sit in the house all day and just think you're gonna watch videos and you're gonna get on that chariot. No, you gotta get out there and do the work. You know, you gotta make your body a living sacrifice. You can't do it in your grandmama's basement. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. Yeah, to the ones that know their nationality, yeah, you can't just be behind a computer with the pom-poms. Hey, bro, y'all doing? No, you gotta do it yourself, man.
Exactly. But you know, with that, I hope it was edifying to the truthful and sincere brothers out there, you know, who actually want to get it, you know. But with that, we're gonna say
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakadash.
And peace and blessings to the brothers all over at GMS pushing this truth and sincerity. And Shalom.
Shalom. That's right.
That's right.
That was edifying.